Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's give thanks to God Almighty because of God's grace, so we are still in good health. Secondly, salawat and salam to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us to the right path of life. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Introduce, we are from Group 1, and here we will present a material entitled E-Learning Integration for ELC. But before that, let me introduce ourselves first. My name is Airit Marina as the moderator and the first speaker. My partner are Diana Ade Putri as the second speaker, Urbah Mulyana as the third speaker, Nurdewi as the fourth speaker, and Desi Ratnasari as the last speaker. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Here we can see table of contents. The first is Introduction to E-Learning in ELT. The second is Pedagogical Foundation. The third is E-Learning Tools and Technologies. The fourth is Designing Effective E-Learning Courses. The fifth is Integration Strategies. The sixth is Teachers' Role in E-Learning. The seventh is Challenges and Solution. The eighth is Best Practice in E-Learning for ELT. And the last is Future Trends in E-Learning for ELC. The first material will be presented by myself, Irene Akmarina. Introduction to E-Learning in ELT. In this digital era, the integration of e-learning in ELC has the potential to redefine language education, making it more interactive, adaptable, and effective than ever before. First, definition of e-learning. E-learning, short for electronic learning, is an educational approach that utilizes electronic technology, primarily the internet and digital devices, to facilitate and deliver learning experiences. E-learning can take the form of interactive courses, virtual classroom, multimedia presentation, educational websites, and more, allowing learners to access educational content, engage in activities, and interact with instructors or peers remotely. Secondly, significance of e-learning in ELT. The significance of e-learning in English language teaching or ELT cannot be overstated, as it has brought about transformative changes in how language education is delivered and experiences. Firstly, e-learning offers unparalleled accessibility, breaking down the geographical and logistical barriers that often limit traditional classroom-based ELT. Secondly, e-learning in ELT promotes learning-centered education through personalized learning pathways, adaptive assessment, and instant feedback mechanism. Students can tailor their language learning experience to match their specific needs and pace. Lastly, e-learning equips ELT educators with powerful tools to enhance their teaching methodologies. Teachers can leverage technology to create dynamic and varied instructional materials, track student progress more effectively, and provide timely support and guidance. And last, evolution of e-learning in language teaching. Initially, e-learning in language teaching was relatively rudimentary, primarily consisting of text-based online resources and simple language exercises. This early iteration primarily focused on delivering content and practice materials to supplement traditional classroom instruction. However, as technology advances and internet connectivity become more widespread, e-learning in language teaching underwent a profound transformation. One of the most significant developments in the evolution of e-learning in language teaching was the emergence of dedicated language learning platforms and mobile apps. These platforms offer comprehensive e-language courses that integrated listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills, often with gamified elements to enhance engagement. The next material will be presented by Dian Ade Putri. Time, it's yours.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, Irene. I will continue with the next material. First, about pedagogical foundations. Pedagogical foundations are the fundamental principles and theories that underpin effective teaching and learning practices. These foundations encompass a deep understanding of educational psychology, learning theories, instructional strategies, and curriculum development. First, learning theories in ELT. Here we'll explore some of the key learning theories in ELT. First, behaviorism. Behaviorist theories, notably associated with P.F. Skinner, emphasize observable behaviors and the role of reinforcement in language learning. Secondly, cognitivism. Cognitivist theories shift the focus to internal mental processes and cognitive structures. Third, constructivism. Building on cognitivism, constructivist theories, particularly those of Piaget and Vygotsky, emphasize the active role of learners in constructing their own understanding. Fourth, connectionism. Connectionist theories propose that language learning occurs through the gradual development of connection or associations between words, concepts, and grammar rules. Fifth, social cultural theory. Developed by Vygotsky, this theory emphasizes the role of culture and social interaction in learning. Sixth, input hypothesis. Proposed by Stephen Krashen, this theory suggests that language learners acquire language most effectively when they are exposed to comprehensible input that is slightly beyond their current proficiency level. Seventh, task-based language teaching (TBLT). TBLT is a practical approach that aligns with constructivist and social cultural theories. It emphasizes the use of language in the context of meaningful tasks. Secondly, blended learning and its role in ELT. Blended learning, often referred to as hybrid learning, is an educational approach that combines traditional face-to-face interaction with online and digital learning experiences. This method aims to leverage the strengths of both in-person and online teaching to create a more effective and flexible learning environment. First, components of blended learning. Okay, the blended learning typically involves a mix of the following components, like in-person interaction, online learning, and self-paced learning. Next, the role of blended learning in ELT. First, individualized learning paths. Blended learning enables educators to tailor language instruction to individual student needs. Secondly, engagement. Online components of blended learning can include multimedia, gamified activities, and interactive simulations, making language learning more engaging and enjoyable. Next, flexibility and accessibility. Blended learning offers flexibility in terms of when and where students can access learning materials. Fourth, support for diverse learning styles. In ELT, students have varied learning style and blending traditional and online approaches accommodates these differences. Fifth, assessment and progress tracking. These blended learning platforms often include assessment tools that allow educators to monitor students' progress and identify areas where additional support is needed. Sixth, cultural and contextual immersion. Its online resources in blended learning can expose learners to diverse English accents, cultures, and contexts, enhancing their language proficiency by providing real-world language exposure beyond the classroom. Seventh, preparation for digital communication. In today's globalized world, effective communication often requires digital literacy. Next is about learning tools and technologies. Firstly, Learning Management System or LMS. A learning management system is a robust digital platforms designed to streamline the administration, delivery, tracking, and assessment of educational courses and training programs. LMS serves as central hubs for educators, trainers, and learners, providing a user-friendly interface for concept creation, distribution, and management. Here's a detailed description of learning management system and their key features: course creation and delivery, assessment and feedback, communication and collaboration, reporting and analysis, mobile accessibility, integration capabilities, security and data privacy, scalability and customization. Secondly, it's about online language learning platforms. Online language learning platforms are digital educational environments that provide learners with convenient and effective ways to acquire proficiency in a foreign language. Here's a detailed description of online language learning platforms: comprehensive language courses, interactive learning material, adaptive learning, gamification elements, mobile accessibility, speaking and pronunciation practice, community and social features, progress tracking, certification and test, and subscription models. Next, mobile apps for language learning. Mobile apps for language learning are compact software applications designed to facilitate and the acquisition of foreign languages on smartphones and tablets. Here are some popular and highly requested examples: Duolingo, Rosetta Stone, Babbel, Memrise, Bengal languages, Pimsleur, Tandem Language Exchange, HelloTalk, Busuu, Anki, Lingodeer, and Drops. Next, gamification and language learning. Gamification in language learning is the integration of game-like elements and principles into the language learning process to increase engagement, motivation, and learning outcomes. Next, virtual reality (VR) and augmented reality (ER) in ELT. Virtual reality or VR and augmented reality or ER are cutting-edge technologies that have started to play a significant role in English language teaching, offering immersive and interactive learning experiences. Here's an explanation of how VR and ER are applied in ELT. First, virtual reality (VR) in ELT. VR creates entirely immersive digital environments that students can explore using VR headsets. In ELT, VR has several applications like virtual language immersion, simulated conversation, virtual field trips, and language games and quiz. Next, augmented reality or ER in ELT. ER overlays digital content onto the real world, typically viewed through smartphones or AR glasses. In ELT, ER has the following applications like interactive learning materials, language translation, ER flashcards, and cultural and historical. And the last, collaborative learning.
Thank you, Dian. So the next material will be presented by Urbah Mulyana. Time, it's yours.
Thank you for the opportunity. And the next material is designing effective e-learning course. Key elements of design effective e-learning course include: first, clear learning objective. Define clear, specific learning objectives that outline what students should know or be able to do after completing the course. Second, engineering content. Create content that is visually appealing, concise, and relevant. Third, interactive activity. Incorporate various interactive activities such as quiz, assessment, discussion forum, and group projects to enhance learning and encourage activity participation. Next, structure modules. Organize the course into a structure module or units, each with a logical flow of information. Fifth, clear navigation. Ensure intuitive navigation and user-friendly interface to help learners easily access content, track progress, and find research. Next, assessment and feedback. Design meaningful assessment that align with learning objectivities. Next, accessibility. Ensure the course content is accessible to all learners, include those with disabilities. Next, collaborative opportunities. Ensure peer-to-peer collaboration and interaction through discussion boards, group projects, and collaborative tools. Regular updates, periodically review and update course materials to keep content current and relevant. Reflection, change in the field, or learner feedback. The next, feedback mechanisms. Establish channels for learners to provide feedback and seek assistance. Monitoring and analytics. Use data analytics and learning tracking tools to monitor progress, identify areas of improvement, and make data-driven course adjustment. Next, user testing. Before launching the course, conduct usability testing with a small group of learners to identify and rectify any usability issues or content gaps. Next, engineering assessment strategies. Go beyond traditional quiz by incorporating real-world scenarios, case studies, and projects that access practical application of knowledge. Finally, support research. Provide supplemental research, additional reading. The next material is integration strategies. First, integrating e-learning into traditional classroom settings. Integrating e-learning into traditional classroom settings, often referred to as blended learning or hybrid learning, involves combining person instructions with online research and technology to enhance the overall learning experience. This approach allows educators to leverage the benefits of both traditional and digital methods of teaching. Second, flipped classroom models. The flipped classroom model is an innovative educational approach that flips the traditional teachings paradigms. These offers aim to maximize the value of face-to-face interactions by allowing students and engaged in deeper, more interactive learning during class sessions while accessing foundational content at their own pace outside of class. Third, synchronous versus asynchronous learning. Synchronous and synchronous learning are two distinct approaches to online education. First, synchronous learning. This approach involves real-time live interaction between instruction and student, often through video conference, webinar, or virtual classrooms. Second, asynchronous learning. Asynchronous learning, on the other hand, offers flexibility as it doesn't not require students and interested to be online simultaneously. Fourth, hybrid and online-only language course. Hybrid online-only language course represent two distinct approaches to language education, namely hybrid language course and online-only language course. Hybrid language course, often referred to as blended learning, combine both in-person and online components. Online-only language courses are conducted entirely in the digital realm. Students access all course material, lessons, assessment through online forums. Fifth, using social media for language. Learning involves referring popular social platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as supplementary tools to improve language skill. Social media offers a dynamic and interactive way to enhance language learning, foster cultural awareness, and connects with a global community language enthusiasts. That's all for me. I will return to moderator.
Thank you, Urba. So the next material will be presented by Nur Dewi. Time, it's yours.
Thank you for opportunity. So the next material is a teacher role evolves to encompasses several essential functions. 1. Content creator. Teacher design and develop online course material include lectures, assignment, quiz, and multimedia resources, ensuring that content is engaging and aligned with learning objectives. 2. Is facilitator. Teacher good student touch the learning process by providing exploration, answering questions, and fostering discussion in virtual classroom or discussion forum. 3. Assessor. Teacher design assignment a great assignment and provide constructive feedback to monitor student progress and ensure the mastery of learning outcomes. 4 is technological support. Teacher helps students navigate the digital learning platform, troubleshoot a teacher issue, and ensure a smooth learning experience. 5 is motivator. A teacher encourage and motivate students to stay engaged, complete excitement, and participate actively in online discussion, promoting a positive learning atmosphere. 6. Resource curator. Teacher curate and recommended supplementary online resources such as articles, videos, and websites to enhance students' understanding and the exploration of the subject matter. 7 is adaptation. Teachers adapting strategies to meet needs of diverse learners, accommodation different learning style and the packing. 8 is feedback provider. Teacher use data and feedback from students and to improve the course content and deeply assuring a going engagement to a learning experience. 9 is counselor and support. Teacher after academic and the emotional support, addressing student concerns and providing guidance or learning strategies and time management. 10 is facilitator of collaboration. Teacher promoted collaboration and the peer-to-peer learning and encouraging students to work on project discussion and problem-solving activities. Okay, the next is challenge and solution. Here we'll explore some of the common challenges faced in the e-learning for ELT and discuss potential solution. One is limited introduction. One of the key challenges is learning for ELT is the reduce face-to-face interaction between teacher and students. And solution is incorporate live video conferencing tools for virtual class and internship activities to maintain a real-time interaction and communication. 2 is technical issue. Not all learners have access to reliable internet connection and the appropriate device, which can hinder child participation in learning. Solution: profit options for offline learning, such as downloadable material and research listen. Collaborate with local institution to ensure access to the necessary technology. 3 is lack of motivation. Without the playing presence of a teacher or classmate, some learning must struggle with self-disciplines and motivation. Solution: implement gamification, reward, and the online communities for the foster engagement and motivation. So clear goals and provide regular feedback to keep learning on track. 4. Language proficiency level. In virtual environment, learning of briefing proficiency level may be grouped together, making it challenging to cater to individual needs. Solution: offer adaptive platform that can assess learning proficiency level and customize content according perfectly and emotional records and support for structural learning. 5. Assessment and evaluation. Assess language skill, especially speaking and listening can be challenging in online setting. Solution: use a variety of assessment methods, including online quizzes, written assessment, oral assessments, video conferencing, and per evaluation. Focus on assessing particular language use. 6. Digital literacy. Some learners, particularly or adults, make digital literacy skill necessary for effective learning. Solution: provide digital training alongside language introduction or often use friendly, intuitive learning platform. 7. Cultural and the time zone differences. LET, a learning program may have two students from video, cultural background, and time zones, making scheduling and culture sensitive important. Solution: often be flexible, securely option, ensure nouns, content delivery, and the proficiency cultural discope material and participate. 8 is teacher training. Educator may lack experience or training in online teaching methods and tools. Solution: teacher training and professional development program specifically tailored to e-learning in the LELT, encouraging a collaboration and sharing of the best participation among education. And the 9 is data privacy and security. Protecting learners. Data and ensuring online security is a crucial curricular, especially when dealing with minors. Solution: implement robots and privacy policies, use security platform and educate both teacher and student about online safety. And the last and 10 is quality assurance, maintain the quality of online ELT program. Okay, that's all from me. I return to the moderator.
Thank you, Dewi. The last material will be presented by Desi Ratnasari. Time, it's yours.
Thank you for the opportunity. So the next material is best practice in e-learning for ELT. Here are some best practice to consider when designing and implementing e-learning programs for ELT. 1. Clear learning objectives. Begin with clear and specific learning objectives for each lesson or module. Clearly communicate this objective to students so they understand what they are expected to learn. 2. Interactive content. Incorporate a variety of interactive and multimedia content, including videos, audio recordings, quiz, and stimulations. These elements engage learners and cater to different learning styles. 3. User-friendly platforms. Choose user-friendly learning management system or LMS or e-learning platforms that are intuitive and easy to navigate. Ensure that students and teachers receive adequate training on how to use this platform effectively. 4. Adaptive learning. Implement adaptive learning technologies that can access student proficiency levels and adjust the difficulty of content accordingly. 5. Regular assessment. Use a mix of formative and summative assessment to judge learners' progress. Include quiz, assessment, peer evaluation, and oral assessment to access various language skills. 6. Feedback and support. Provide timely and constructive feedback to students on their assessment and performance. Offer additional support and research for strongly learners to their specific needs. 7. Collaborative learning. Creative activities that stimulate real-world communication. Use discussing forums, group projects, and peer-to-peer interaction to foster a language use and culture understanding. 8. Culture sensitivity. Be mindful of the culture diversity of your learners. Ensure that content and activities are inclusive and sensitive to culture, backgrounds, and experience of your students. 9. Teacher presence. Maintain a strong teacher presence in the online classroom. Regularly engage with students through discussion forum, email, or video conferencing. 10. Structure content. Organize course content logically and sequentially. Use modules or units to break down the material into manageable sections, making it easier for students to follow and navigate. 11. Engage strategies. Implement gamification elements such as badges, leaderboards, and rewards to motivate and engage learners. 12. Assessment technologies. Ensure accessibility for all learners by using assistive technologies and providing alternative formats for content. 13. Regularly updates. Keep course content up to date to reflect content, language use, and culture trends. Technology and language are continually evolving, so it is important to refresh content technology. 14. Professional development. Invest in ongoing professional development for teachers to keep them updated on the best practice in e-learning for ELT. And encourage collaboration and knowledge sharing among educators. 15. Data analysis. Utilize data analysis to track learner progress and identify where students may be struggling. Use this information to make informed adjustments to the course design. 16. Privacy and security. Protect student data and privacy by adhering to strict data protection policies and ensuring the security of the learning platforms. 17. Flexibility. Recognize that learners have different schedules and time communities. Provide flexible learning options, including asynchronous content delivery to accommodate various learning style preferences. So the next material is feature trends in e-learning for ELT. Here are some key feature trends to watch out for. 1. Artificial intelligence or AI and personalization. AI will play significant role in customizing learning experience. It will analyze individual student data to offer tailored content, practice exercise and feedback, and changing language acquisition. 2. Immersive learning. Virtual and augmented reality or VR or ER will create immersive language learning environments, allowing students to practice language skill in realistic scenario such as virtual conversation and culture stimulation. 3. Gamification and game-based learning. Gamification elements and educational games will continue to motivate and engage learners, making language learning more enjoyable and effective. 4. Natural language processing or NLP. NLP technology will improve language assessment and chatbot interaction, allowing for natural and context. 5. Microlearning. Bit-sized, focused lessons and modules will become more prevalent, catering to learners' shorter attention spans and busy schedules. And 6. Global collaboration. E-learning platforms will facilitate global collaborations among ELT students, connection learns from different countries and providing opportunities for cross-cultural language exchange. 7. Mobile learning. The use of mobile devices for language learning will increase, allowing students to access lessons and records on the go. Mobile application and responsive design will be integral. 8. Blockchain for credentials. Blockchain technology will enhance the security and verification of language privacy, profession certificates, making them more trustworthy and accessible. 9. Multimodal content. Content delivery will incorporate a variety of media such as interactive videos, podcasts.
Thank you, Desi. So that's our presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.